Tennessee, early 1800s. The air was heavy with superstition, and the woods still belonged more to whispers than to men. It was there, on a quiet stretch of farmland near the Red River, that John Bell built his home, a sturdy cabin for his wife Lucy and their children. For a few peaceful years, everything was ordinary. Then the knocking began. At first it was soft, like something tapping under the floorboards. Then it grew louder. Knocking turned into scratching, scratching into pounding, pounding into voices. And one night, a whisper floated through the darkness. A voice that seemed to come from nowhere and everywhere at once. It called John Bell's name. The family prayed. They searched, but there was no intruder. Only that voice, mocking, laughing, taunting. Neighbors came to help and heard it too. The invisible presence began speaking full sentences, calling itself Kate. It said it was the spirit of Kate Batts, a woman who lived nearby, one who'd once quarreled with John Bell over land. Now she said she had returned to destroy him. Word spread fast. The Bell Witch, they called her. A ghost, a demon, a curse. No one agreed on what she was, but everyone agreed on one thing. She was real. At night, visitors heard voices singing hymns and quoting scripture, sometimes kind, sometimes cruel. Furniture moved on its own. Animals were found dead, and the youngest daughter, Betsy Bell, was slapped, scratched, and pulled from her bed by unseen hands. Soon, even the most skeptical locals stayed away after dark. If you're brave enough to still be here, listening to the story of America's most famous haunting, go ahead and like this video, share it with someone who loves true legends, and subscribe to Time Story. Because the more who listen, the less alone we are when the lights go out. By 1819, the haunting had become a phenomenon. People traveled from miles around to witness it. Preachers, soldiers, even politicians. One of them was said to be Andrew Jackson, future president of the United States. He'd heard the tales and came to test them himself. As his wagon approached the Bell farm, the horses stopped dead in their tracks and refusing to move. A disembodied voice rang out. "You may go no further, General," Jackson reportedly shouted. "By the eternal, I'd rather face the entire British Army than this witch." By morning, he and his men fled the property, pale and shaken. The Bell Witch seemed to grow stronger every day. She cursed John Bell relentlessly, promising his death. And on December 20th, 1820, John was found dead in his bed, his jaw locked, a strange black vial on his nightstand. When the family showed it to the witch, her voice echoed through the room. "I gave old Jack Bell that dose, and he's dead now." Then she laughed. They buried John Bell in the family graveyard, and during the funeral, her mocking voice rang again across the fields. It was said to be the only recorded case in American history of a spirit confessing to a murder. After that, the activity slowly faded. The witch promised to return in 7 years, and some say she did. Even today, people visiting the old Bell property report strange lights, voices in the wind, and hands that tug at their clothes in the dark. The old cave nearby, the Bell Witch Cave, is still considered cursed ground. Locals say if you mock her name there, you won't leave untouched. Maybe it was madness. Maybe it was something older than human memory, something that feeds on fear and faith alike. Either way, the Bell family learned one truth the hard way. Some doors, once opened, can never truly be closed. And if this story of curses, voices, and vengeance sent a chill down your spine, don't leave this place without leaving your mark. Like this video, share it with someone who thinks ghosts are just stories, and subscribe to Time Story. Because every week we open another door, and sometimes what comes through is listening.